What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Valana, and this is my lovely girlfriend,
Carly.
And in today's video, guys, we're going to be discussing the YouTube versus TikTok. The YouTube versus TikTok press conference that went down about like 3 days ago. And we're going to give our personal thoughts on what we thought about the press conference and our personal thoughts on who is going to win. And if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And drop a like for us. We really appreciate it.
So let's get right into the video.
We filmed a video about 2 months ago when everything came out in regards to the TikTok versus YouTube boxing.
It's YouTube versus TikTok. Thank you very much.
Whatever. The Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms event was coming out, and we did our predictions on who we thought was going to win each fight, but the fight card hadn't been completely determined yet. So now that the press conference just happened about 3 days ago,
now we kind of know who's really going to fight on this card and who has backed out of the card, and pretty much all these new fighters that are now on the card.
We're going to give you our predictions on those new fights and then kind of discuss what we thought went down during the press conference.
Alright, so our first
our first fighters
is Ryan Johnson, which majority of you know that is Catherine Mcbroom's brother.
Yep.
And then we got Kale. I don't know his last name. I don't know if you know his last name
either.
So in the press conference, which I think this is flippin' ridiculous.
He hasn't even started
training. So that just settles the deal right there that Ryan Johnson is going to win. Like, there's no way.
And he did get a few pretty decent hits on Taylor Holder in their sparring match. So I think come for me.
There's some controversy between that, but we ain't going to talk about that because that's a whole different video we could totally make off of just that. But you think he got some good hits on Taylor Holder?
I think he landed like two decent hits. I mean, Taylor took him like a fucking champ, but I think they were still decent.
All right. And then now the next couple of fighters, we got Landon Mcbroom versus Ben Azalart. Now, a lot of people are saying honestly that Landon only got into the fight because of Austin, which in my personal opinion, nothing against Landon,
I think
anything.
It
is probably true because he has no
fighting
experience at all. Neither does Ben Azalart, but like that could go either way.
About him.
Ben Azalart?
No.
You've watched a couple of videos of him with me, but I don't know a lot about him either. But they seem like two very good, genuine
very
people.
Humble in the press conference. There wasn't much like trash talk or anything going on.
So, like, that can go either way, but to be honest, I want Landon Mcbroom to win. I don't know who you want to win.
I'm going to leave Landon, too, but I don't really know the outcome of that one.
And then our next fighters are Tanner Fox versus Ryland Storms. I'm a big Tanner Fox fan. I've watched Tanner Fox since forever ago, so I'm rooting for him, I'll be honest, but I
think that one's going to be a pretty decent match too. I know Ryland.
I like that name. But anyways,
I don't know. I think his height advantage or his reach might come into play a little bit, and their weight, but they obviously have to come up and down, so that shouldn't play too big of a...
But Tanner Fox was originally supposed to fight Nick Austin, which Nick Austin has backed out of the fight completely for whatever reason. He was scared. He probably was scared, so he backed out. Which means, honestly, a lot of them haven't had time to personally train.
No, a lot of these new fights haven't had time at all.
Like, have had, like, what, couple weeks? We're a couple weeks away from the fight.
And some of them haven't even started training yet, so...
That guy that said that in the press conference, I was like, everybody was like, oh my god, are you serious?
Half of these people.
And it's true, a lot of people, like, are... And for FouseyTube to say that, it is true, you shouldn't just be doing it for a paycheck. But, I mean, nowadays, you live off of money. So, I mean...
True.
But he was very disappointed when people said that. Like, I could see it in his face. He was like...
He was so disappointed.
Yeah. Alright, our next fighter, which is gonna be a very interesting boxing match, is between a Nissan Gibb and Taylor Holder. A lot of people want Gibb to win.
They do.
But
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
he's
people,
going to.
a lot of people want Taylor Holder to win. So it's like 50-50 right there. But what we were discussing earlier today is that Nissan Gibb has such a like weird fighting.
He fights so low to the ground.
He has
He's
such
all
an
over.
orthodox fighting technique, which is
Yeah.
really weird. I've never seen it before in any type of boxing but him.
Yeah, I agree.
So what if Taylor Holder isn't ready for that? I want Taylor Holder to win. Don't get me wrong. Don't come for me. But, you know,
I
what if
think
he's just
still
not
gonna
prepared?
win. He's got the most fighting experience of anyone on that card.
But just because you have fighting experience doesn't mean shit.
Mm,
You could just be having a bad
Fair.
night.
fair.
You know what I mean?
I still think he's gonna win. Though.
I still think he's gonna win too, but like you never know. All right, our next fight is DDG versus Nate Wyatt. I think DDG is gonna fucking knock his ass out. I don't like Nate Wyatt, in my personal opinion. I just don't think he's a nice guy.
He looked like a pretty boy who's pretty cocky.
Ooh, ooh.
But that was about all he had going for him in the press conference.
All right, and then our next fight, we got Deji, which is a fan favorite, which people want him to win, versus Vinny Hacker. Now, it's kind of going to be a rough situation because Deji lost to Jake Paul. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
He's coming back for, like, revenge to the max.
Yeah, but he's getting so much shit for turning down
Taylor Holder.
Taylor.
Which
being scared
if you guys
'cause he
don't
wasn't
know,
ready.
if you guys don't know, Deji did turn down Taylor Holder from the press conference. They announced that. Deji practically kind of said that he didn't. He just will fight Taylor Holder next time or whatever the case may be. But in my personal opinion, if Deji isn't ready for that now, I don't think he's ever going to be ready.
Mm-mm.
And, like, no hate towards him because it takes balls to step in that ring. And he's, like, the only one that has credible YouTube boxing experience here.
Yeah.
And in the press conference, Vinny did say he was just doing it for straight out money.
Money and some clout, probably.
Probably some clout too. But, which honestly could get him hurt. Like, very severely bad. Because if he's not taking it serious and he's just doing it for a paycheck, it's going to be kind of...
I don't think Deji's really going to get much out of this fight either because it's not like beating him is going to prove a whole hell of a lot. Like,
I mean,
he's
he'll have
never
that
fought
one
before in his life.
I don't know, but I guess we're gonna have to see. Our next fighters are FaZe Jarvis versus Michael.
I think FaZe Jarvis has that one in the bag.
Yeah, the whole fake beef thing that Michael was trying to... Did you see that video? Did I show you that?
I saw
That
it.
Jarvis exposed him for trying to start fake beef. I think that was just
for
funny as hell, and it was ridiculous, and it just... FaZe Jarvis is definitely gonna win that one in my opinion. And I've always been a big fan of, like, FaZe and all those boys. Like, I like watching their content. It's pretty fire.
I started watching their content when I met you.
True. Alright. Our next fighters are, which is the main event card, Austin Mcbroom versus Bryce Hall. Now, obviously, the press conference with them didn't last that long due to the fact that Bryce pushed him.
They do a hell of a lot of trash talking. I still think Austin has this one. Like... Bryce keeps calling him out for not having cardio or being old. Like, he's not, like, he just turned 29. He's not even old. And, like, based on, like, seeing where he started and where he is now, like, he's in incredible shape. Like, I don't think that's going to be an issue at all.
But, like, the thing with all these fights is you never know until the day, because what if they're just having an off day that day? You know? All those factors play into that. What if they don't feel good that day? Like, all those factors play into it. I mean, I want Austin Mcbroom to win.
I think all of those fights could pretty much lean either way. Like, there's a chance it could go either way. There's not, like, a...
set, guaranteed spot that someone's going to win. But we are going to be going to Miami for this fight. We had got our tickets. We bought them. So we're kind of going to, like, vlog our Miami trip down there. We're going to have the meet and greet just as well, too. So we'll probably vlog that, I guarantee, because that's kind of...
Probably show you some of the fights as well.
Yeah. So we'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys for watching the video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll be back with more videos.